Zain Ab. Mark Silula, a very famous, great rabbi from Meknes, from Morocco, a famous judge. His name was Rabbi Moshe Maimran Z'tl, very great rabbi of the time period during the heart of the 1700s. It's reported over he was born in the year 1738, and also chronicled over that he passed away in 1780, using the Hayomi website over here as a point of source. He was a very great rabbi, I believe. Let's explore a few of the highlights of his life. So he was born, as we said before, I believe it was in that year 1738 in Meknes. His father happened to also be a great rabbi. I think his father was the Rabbi Maimran. He was a great Kabbalist and a Dayan, a judge inside the city. And I think it was a chain of great rabbis that actually came from the family over the various years. It was a large rabbinical dynasty. I think the originator of the rabbis was the Rabbi Imran, if I'm not mistaken. He was one of the exiles from Castile. It's reported over his mother was a daughter of Rabbi Yaakov Toledano, Rabbi we've spoken about many occasions before. He was a chief of the sages, let's just say, of Meknes, the head of Jewish court over there, and let's say the head of the yeshiva, the Rosh Yeshiva, during the 18th century, respectively. So he was known, I think, as the Maharit. Now, while he was young, Rabbi Moshe Maimran, he would study with his father, and later with another great rabbi, Rabbi Shlomo Toledano. Remember, the Toledano family was a great rabbinic dynasty also. But most of his learning came from his grandfather, the Maharit, who I think he's going to write and cite in various different parts of his Sfarim, his books. He had a great amount of talent and perseverance, let's just say, and greatness, sharpness within regards to, learning, brilliance within regards to it. And this would actually lead him to becoming a judge in the Bedin in Meknes while he was still young. This was a very prominent position at that point in time, which is absolutely phenomenal. So he would take that on. He would give sermons in the synagogue and in the city, and would head the large yeshiva, the Talmudic academy place at that point in time. He would write down various different chidushim, teachings that occurred, I think, to him during while he was conversing with his students, or which he actually came up at these points in time. And this will form the basis for his book, where it will feature very much many Shurei Torah and teachings and novelties, let's just say, of itself, and would like to chronicle as it comes on. It's actually interesting. I think come with the year Heitav Kuf Mem. I'm not sure that. I think that was around the English is 1779 or something. He was appointed to become a judge in the Bet Din with some of the great rabbis, including Rabbi Yekutiel Berdugo and Rabbi Shlomo Toledano. Remember, Rabbi Yekutiel Berdugo is another great rabbi we've spoken about. He was a head of Jewish court in Meknes, and he was a Rosh Yeshiva and a founder of Yeshivot, I believe, in Meknes, and was author of various Torah colossal works. Rabbi Yekutiel was. So he was sitting on the bed with his brilliance, his greatness, and Rabbi Shlomo Toledano also. He would get married. His wife was Rabbanit Bleda, I believe. She happened to be, I think, maybe distantly related to him, if I'm not mistaken. I think was a daughter of his cousin, Rabbi Shlomo Toledano. They had 3 children. One of his children was Rabbi Haim, very great Torah scholar, and he would write, I think, a treatise, as say, on Rashi's commentary, called the Chafetz Chaim, if I'm not mistaken. That was even before he was 20 years of age. This was Perush on Rashi, on the Torah of Chafetz Chaim, and very great family it was. Yeah, so I think it was Rav Chaim, I think, sadly passed away in the Heitav Kuf Mem Vav, and that really obviously pained at a huge rate at that point in time, had an impact in its condition. This was citing just the article here on Wikipedia, which is stating, I think, so more can be said within regards to Rabbi. I believe his son passed away in the year 1786, Rav Chaim did, and he would pass away himself on the 7th of Av, 2 days before Tisha B'Av, and I think he was in his 40s at that point in time, because I think it was in the year 1780 he passed away. He was buried in the Jewish cemetery in Meknes. Now, he wrote and left some great Torah works. It's actually interesting, many of it I think was left in manuscript form, if I'm not mistaken, and some of them are found in the library of Rabbi Yaakov Moshe Hillel. Remember, he is a really great rabbi, a great Kabbalist of nowadays, Posek Halacha, also of many great works, and let's say the head of the Mostot Chavrot Avad Shalom, where they're doing such huge work for Am Yisrael with regards to on the Torah sphere. So I think some Rabbi Moshe Maimran's writings are actually featured there. Another one of his teachings or books is Rabbi Moshe Maimran. This is, I think, put into 5 different volumes. There are various different teachings from the majority of the Masechtot, the tractates inside the Talmud Bavli. This will very much, let's say, feature inside this a very, very important work. So that's one of the things. That's the first book. Drushay Rabbeinu Moshe Maimran, Sefer HaMa'alot. This is another excellent book, I believe, and it's an eclectic collection that brings together various different sermons from several clusters of sermon collections, which was left originally in manuscript, was eventually printed. Now there was halachic response, rulings, commentary on the Midrash Rabbah, various different chidushim on Torah and the Nevi'im, teachings on the Mishnah Torah of the Rambam and of the Arba Turim. I think is still in manuscript form. I don't know if that has been published per se yet at this stage in time, but he was a very great rabbi. We can explore more within regards to the great rabbi's life, because there's a lot actually on the Hayimi website also, which we do use as a strong source over here while we do say over these important videos of the great Chachamim. So just to explore a few of the highlights from his book, which the Hayimi website points out, includes, I think, Doresh Nase Adam La'arot Chibat Anavim Le'umot. This is very much featured, I think, in the book that was actually printed through Avat Shalom, I think on the 13th page. Doresh et Torah Shiiska LeTorah Ba'asifatam. It's another one of his teachings, I think on page number 82. This was, I think, published by Avat Shalom, if I'm not mistaken, in the year 2008. Another teaching, Mevi Ta'am Kriya B'Torah An'ima Shekach Nichtava Al Libo V'Netnu Lo. It's another important teaching, very much featured in page number 28-9 of the book also. So he was a great rabbi of his time. Please don't forget to light candles in his memory. It's going to be the Hilula is going to be here on 7th of Av. I think it's tonight, if I'm not mistaken, at the time of recording. I think among his students, he had many great students also, included Rabbi Habib Toledano, Rabbi Yechiel Ben Zano, Rabbi Shlomo Imram, and Rabbi Moshe, and I think there were other great rabbis also. So he would not just have come from great rabbis, he would have a lot of great students also. So please don't forget to light candles in memory and watch other videos we are recording. We've recorded already on this series approximately more than 1,000, let's just say, mini biography videos on the great rabbis' lives. I would recommend everyone to look at the Sfarim, which we mentioned about, and much more information on them. And don't forget to light candles in the great rabbi's memory and learn more. And please subscribe also to the channel and learn more about everything. So on that note, I wish you well. We're coming into Tisha B'Av only a few days' time, so let's hope it's going to be a healthy and happy and safe situation for all of Am Yisrael. That's what we very much must pray for. And wishing you blessings, recording this here from the city of Bet Shemesh. So be well, and Shabbat Shalom. We're about to come inside Parashat Devarim, the Shabbat. It's also known as Mishnah Torah, the book is. So I think it's very important to learn more and educate. So take care. Thanks for watching.